All right. So basically I thank everyone for tuning in and jumping on board. Um what is this meeting about? Well, basically it's about the Justice for My Jewel campaign and getting the awareness out there, and also if anybody had any questions or comments, this is a forum that they can do so. And so basically, what I like to do is really ask the individuals who are already part of the campaign why they are part of the campaign and what vision do they seek. And so, Mari, I like to start with you. Why are you part of this campaign, and what vision do you see in the future?
Well, thank you, Curtis, and for the rest of the Six-Star Justice for My Jewel family, as well as going into this after the fact. As Curtis said, my name is Omari McLendon, and I am super excited to be a part of the Justice for My Jewel campaign, and to try to keep it short, because a lot of you don't know me, but I'm really excited about this, and it's really a part of my very nature to share. I'll say that as a man, we were created to be a couple of things. We do a lot of things that lead into it, but mainly we are protectors and we are providers, right? That's what men do. We protect and we provide. And for the most part, we work to provide. We get that under control. We find different ways to generate income and the things that we need to provide for our families and for our children and for those that we love. But then there's the protecting part. We live in um, a very kind of dangerous society. We always have, but it's even more so now. And when it comes to protecting, I'll just say my wife. I learned some information. I've enrolled in what I call the School of Lifelong Learning, and I make sure that every day I learn something. And I learned about a year ago, I learned about our sisters. And what I mean is how our women suffer in silence. Because as a man, menstrual cycles and PMS and all the things that go along with what our women deal with naturally on a month-to-month basis is a subject that's taboo for us. We say things like, "Hey, talk to me in 7 days," when Aunt Flo has left the building. It's just something that we just shy away from. We tend not to want to talk about it, and that makes our women feel um, to feel like they go in a corner. They're embarrassed. They don't want to talk about it. So I'm excited because I found out that not only all women were suffering, my wife was suffering. She has a heavy menstrual cycle, and the first 3 days she doesn't want to talk. She doesn't want to go anywhere. We have to plan our travel schedule around it. And it was just something that it bothered me because, again, protector and provider, we're looking for solutions to protect our women, and I didn't have one in that area. I was at a loss. I mean, I just had to let her work through it and try to be there, maybe rub her back and bring her whatever she needed. But when she got her hands on a Jewel premium sanitary napkin about 3 weeks ago, our lives have changed for the greater good permanently. And without getting into her story, I mean, she woke me up one morning on her heaviest day on her cycle with tears in her eyes and told me that not only she had her first comfortable, dry, virtually pain-free menstrual cycle, and the tears were flowing because she said that our daughter, she would never have to deal with what she's had to deal with from a menstrual cycle standpoint. And it touched me to the point that now I'm sharing with any and everybody that I come in contact with, because yes, I, but shame on me as a man if something comes into my space that I can utilize to help other men do the same for their wives and for their children and for their grandchildren. So I'm super excited about this campaign. It's like breathing to me now. The only challenge is not having enough hours in a day to share this marvelous campaign and this life-changing product with every person, every woman, every girl that has a womb. Because the last thing I'll say is God hasn't changed his mind about his commandment of being fruitful and multiply. But because we live in a society that diet, exercise, toxins, all the things that are affecting our women, it's causing women to some women to change their mind about the most precious part about their body, which is their womb, and the most incredible miracle that women can do, which is to give birth, is being shut down because people just don't know what they don't know. So this is an awareness campaign, and we want to take people from not knowing to knowing about it. And that is just my 2 cents right now. I don't mind answering and elaborating.
That's great, man. I mean, and we definitely can tell your passion in what you do. I mean, you're a go-getter. And could you ever imagine yourself going belly to belly talking about women's sanitary napkins? Could you ever imagine that?
Curtis, that's a great question. I use it in every demo. I tell them straight up, I never in my life would imagine, much less having a conversation about it, much less actually holding a sanitary napkin in my hand and actually sharing it with people. But I will tell you this, in my 15 years of being in direct sales and network marketing, there's not a single product that I have shared with people that moves me, that impacts me, that drives me the way this actual product does. Man or no man, when my eyes open up in the morning, Curtis Ramsey, after I thank God for giving me another day, the very next thought that comes to my mind is, who can I call? Who can I protect? Who can I share this information with? And I'm starting to get a little excited over here, just you asking me that. But yeah, as a man, I am excited to be in the forefront about this, and I'm no longer embarrassed, Curtis, about it. There was a time where I was embarrassed about it, but now I can get in a room full of men, I can get a room full of women, because shame on any real man that finds out about this and is too embarrassed to share this information with people, with women that they love and care about. Shame on men if they don't want to do that. So no, to answer your question, no, I never thought that I would be doing this. But one thing about thoughts is they can change. And when it impacted my life, my wife's life, it impacted my wife, and I have my life, and I have to share it and pass it on and pay it forward, sir.
Wow, that's great, man. And definitely thank you for sharing that. Latiji, she's in the house today, and she is at the forefront of the campaign. She's out in those streets, salon, back alleys. I don't know where she's everywhere. Latiji, can you explain why are you part of this campaign and what you see for the future?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for being innovative, and for you and your wife. I see you all doing some wonderful things. You got this lady being a model. We're going to make it. Something's going to happen. Tina, keep it up. Keep it up, Tina. Do not give up.
Working us.
No. So I want to say thank you all, because we're going to figure this thing out. Mr. Omari, I mean, I just want to say thank you for being part of this campaign as a man. And thank you for, I mean, you are super excited. I remember the first time I met you in Orlando, and I was like, you told me, you called me and you said, you saw me on that stage and you wanted me to, to help you out and this. And after I talked to you on the phone for a while, I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but this guy is like a mentor to me. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know who he think I am, but I mean, the stuff that's coming out of his mouth and the stuff that he's helping me with was so powerful. and you all can see why. He had 15 years of experience in network marketing, and not just that, I would say in personal development. He had 15 years or more experience in personal development, and that's what we need. So I just want to say thank you. I'm excited about that. Well, how this all got started for me, I have a daughter, she's 27 now, but she started her menstrual cycle kind of early. She started at 9 years old. Close to being 10 years old, it got really bad. It got really, really bad, right? I'm just gonna be transparent. The cramping was so heavy. I mean, bad. The flow was so heavy. I had to literally put my baby girl on birth control pills at 11 because she started fainting. The doctor kept telling me, put on birth control pills, and I'm like, that sounds crazy, But when she fainted, it was to the point. As a mom, I was kind of helpless, didn't know what to do. And so from that day on, she was 25, 24, 23, 21. And I was still, every time I look up, someone would say, oh, this tea works for cramping, or this lotion works for this, or this worked for that. And I just would, anytime I heard it, as a mother, my instincts would just come and say, well, my daughter is still dealing with that, even though she was a grown lady. And now she can manage her own menstrual cycle. As a mom, when I see moms that I bring this to them, and the moms will be like, well, I don't have that problem no more. And I see their young daughter standing next to them. I mean, literally, I'm just going to say it, I almost can choke them. I almost can literally choke them when they say, I don't have that problem anymore. And they have their 12-year-old, 13-year-olds. I'm like, what? So that's what got me here. And our CEO doing online, and that minute I was just like, wow. All that I know with that video that I saw was that that pad, they poured 50 milliliters of water on that pad and put a napkin on it, and it raised up and it was dry. And all I could think about is that at that time my daughter would have to wear a tampon and a pad, and she hated wearing tampons. We didn't even really know. We didn't know at all the dangers of tampons and pads. We knew tampons wasn't the best thing for you, but we didn't know what we knew now, right? She wouldn't dare even go near a tampon at this point. And so all I was bargaining for was to keep her dry and keep her from having accidents, because the way her flow was, it was crazy. You bound to have when it got the pads, brought it, had like, Mom, are you serious? Because the pad is so thin. She like, I can't, if I would say, I call it a Barney. And so I said, but you see what happened with the water, whatever. So she did it. She went shopping, came home 8 hours later, and had that same pad on. And she was like, what is this? Right. And so she also told me that she stopped cramping. And from that day of her wearing that pad, she has never cramped again. Her cycle went from 9 days to 3 days. And she has a better life. She just have a better quality of life. I first saw it, all I thought it was about that. I didn't, now I'm gonna tell you, I'm a businesswoman. I hustle, but when I saw that, I thought about if someone would have walked up to me years ago with a pad, my daughter would not have went through all the pain and suffering that she did. Mm-hmm. Man, this young girl was I was blessed with this. I feel like it's only right for me to bless other women. It's only right for me to get out the way. And when I see these young girls, when I see them, to walk up to them and say, hey, I got some information. It's only thing I could do is give them this information with my heart and with my passion, and hope they believe what I'm saying. And they do. Today I was just in the store. I was doing a live, but I was just kind of walking around the store telling people, talking to some of my Facebook friends, just saying I'm in the store getting inspirations for different things that I'm doing. And I walked in the aisle, I saw this young lady, and I'm like, hey, Queen, how you doing? And I was like, let me give you my card. I gave him my card, and I was on live, so I was kind of moving fast. I really wasn't want to explain it to her too much, but I said, check that out. It's a problem that we're having as women. We got chemicals in our sanitary napkins that's harming us with cramping, this and this. And she stopped me and she said, I've been bleeding for 13 days. Do you have some on you now? If anybody was on that live, they probably saw me start talking to her. Do you have some now? Is what she said. And I said yes. And I said, I'll go to the car and I'll come back in here and give you some. That young lady who's been bleeding for 13 days. You never know who's out there suffering. And so that's why I do it. That's why I do it. And it's nothing will stop me from doing it. And when people say they would do something for free, I said that. I say that about this, but I can validate that I would do this for free. Our previous company that I was in, when I had challenges and went out of business or whatever happened, but guess what? I never stopped. I would find pads from people they had in their garage. I would say, you got pads? Let me get your pads. Let me sell them. Because I did not want the people that I had already told about this campaign, people that had already started using this pad, I did not want to let them down. I did not want them to go back to using what they had to use. And so I wasn't getting paid. I wasn't getting paid. I was selling this product for the price I was getting it for. But the campaign is so in me. When Omari's talking about this is a relationship business, I want to say I have a relationship with this pad. I have a relationship with this campaign. Omari mentioned that he wake up and he thank God, and the next thing he do is think about this pad. It's in that order. It's in that order. I wake up and I think about it's a young girl out here suffering. Who do I need to talk to? How can I get to them? And I believe one woman will link you to 1,000 women. A lady asked me today, how saturated is this business? I told her, what is that question for? She said because she just she don't want to be in a company that is saturated. I told her to go down the aisle, the bread aisle. Go down the bread aisle and look on the shelves and look at how many different brands on that shelf. And then it stopped on there. Bread, right? You look, it's Hostess, it's buttermilk, it's this, it's that. That's what I told her. I said, go look, they're sitting right next to each other, and it did not stop them. So half the people that I know, you don't know. The people that you know, someone else don't know. So it don't matter if it's saturated. I don't know your cousins, your sisters, your classmates, your family, your friends. All of those people, those are the people that you need to get to. I'm never going to get to them. I don't know them. So that's why this is important. This is why this is so important to me. I want to say thank you, Curtis and Miss Tina, for allowing me to share. Allowing me to share. And that's why it's so important. And I will not stop this mission. We want justice. We do. We want justice, and we will get it.
Exactly. I feel your passion through the laptop and stuff like that. I can scoop it up, and hey, if I could pass it on to other people, I would be a millionaire instantly. I appreciate that. And I got my brother on here, Thomas Anderson, is in the building.
They felt the relief in the package, and everything is all right. So everything was all right. So thus, that's why I'm working with you guys, and we're doing these parties to try to make more people aware of them. I'm talking to people inside of my, my circle of friends, and trying to get them to come and check it out. And it's a little different when it's coming from a guy. You know what I mean? Come on, Thomas, man. What you trying to say, man? I mean, really, bro? You into this? And I said, well, let me give you a demonstration. And now they're starting to see it. But I myself see the positiveness in this. I'm tired of our women dying. I mean, when you said 600,000 hysterectomies, they're just killing the process of us keeping our generation going. And this is the main reason why I've gotten into it. I mean, I do pretty good in my computer business, but the passion of just looking out for these babies and looking out for these young mothers and things of that sort, somebody got to do it. And I'm glad that this product came along to be able to help these ladies learn the process of what craziness is out here, and to try to protect our women.
I want to find out first.
Exactly. You know, it's all about that. You know, yes, you know, it's a business side, but the main thing is the education and the campaign. Let them know that they don't have to go years and years with a product that they don't know that's harming them like that. And that's really great. I see Stacy is up in here. How you doing, Stacy?
How you doing? I'm doing well, Mr. Ramsey, Mr. and Mrs. Ramsey. Thank you so much for hosting this opportunity for us to share.
No problem.
Our mission.
No problem. We you kind of breaking up a little bit, but if you're able to.
Wait, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I hear you better.
Okay.
Why did you join this campaign? What's your thoughts?
Well, I'm going to tell you, and I don't want to repeat a lot of what everybody else has said, because a lot of it is that, you know, I listened to, you know, one of my personal mentors and leaders, Miss Latiji Stanton, and she talked about, you know, it being about her daughter. And for me, it's personal. It's absolutely personal. This is a business, but it's personal. And I also was introduced to the campaign through a video that I saw, and wanted to know what this man was going to tell me. And come to find out, he told me a lot I didn't know. And so, to make a long story short, for me, it was personal because the Justice for My Jewel, it's a campaign designed to demand justice. And that means that we need to right a wrong that's been committed against women for years and years. Now, I knew from a young girl that tampons weren't good. I knew personally because when I was young, I used them, and every time I got on my cycle, I get nauseous, I break out into a cold. So we found out about toxic shock syndrome, right? So I stopped using tampons and went to pads. And I made it my business that my children, my daughters, would never wear a tampon. As long as they were in my pocket, I was buying pads. My oldest daughter didn't start her cycle till she was 16. And when she started, it came back with a vengeance. And she, you know, I had a little bit of problems with mine, but hers was just incomprehensible. She would be like on the bathroom floor for 2 days.
Wow.
The first 2 days of her cycle. And I, again, had to put her on birth control. Didn't want to, but I needed something to remedy that pain for her. Now, if this product had been available then, I could have saved my daughter a whole lot of suffering. Now, unfortunately, she's no longer with us. And when this campaign was introduced to me and I saw the pad and I needed to get involved, when I started to hear the testimonies of the women and the young girls who was wearing it, I immediately thought, my baby, this can't help my baby right now. But there's a lot of other babies out there. There are sisters out there. There are, you know, mothers and that I can share this with. And so that's what I'm passionate about. I am demanding justice, and I do it for my daughter. I do it because of her, because I can never write it for her, but I can write it for every other woman or young girl that I come in contact with. And so that's what's the blood of mine. And so like the TG said, we did this for free. Yes, we said we would do it for free, and yes, we will do it for free, and I will continue to do it for free. But right now, we're in a situation where we don't have this business. And so I'm just grateful to be here, and I'm going to continue to share this mission, and I'm going to continue to grab on the nuggets from Mr. Omari, who comes, I mean, that man's passion, I did feel it. I amped up when I listened to him talk. And I am grateful for the men. Listen, I am my sister's keeper, and I am a mama bear when it comes to young women, but I am so grateful that our men are out here taking their proper place in protecting the women that they love and care about. So I thank y'all all, and I look forward to continuing this mission with everybody that's on this Zoom here tonight.
Wow, that's wonderful. And I know when you tell your personal story to people, if they're not moved by it, they don't have a pulse. Because I'm telling you, that's wonderful, and we definitely appreciate it. And I know there's hundreds of women out there and men who has passion just like that, and it's really about the campaign. So I definitely appreciate that. I'll tell my personal story on why I'm part of this campaign. Is basically for my wife. You know, I'm always was the natural type of person. If I could find out a way, if my wife have an issue, and if I could find out a way to help her and live a healthier life, I would do that. And I'm talking about, you know, I'm the one up at night on doing the infomercial. I see the new wave. You buy it right now, you get this extra stuff and stuff. I said, okay, that can make her life easier. And oh, you buy this cake pan right here, and it'll cook the cake evenly. Okay, I'm buying it because it'll make her life easier. And when I saw demonstration, matter of fact, Raheem, the Prince of Pads, he was doing the demonstration with Larry, and I was like, what are these two grown men on here talking about a woman's sanitary napkin? I said, they done lost their mind. But here I am, a man doing demonstrations about that. But I saw that demonstration and a light bulb went off in my head. It was like, boom, wait a minute. My wife has a chance to live a better life, a higher quality life. I got to try it. And I'm the type of person that I don't care about taking risks and failing, because if you don't take a risk, you know, you'll never go nowhere in life and stuff like that. So I don't worry about those things. So I said, you know what? This ain't but a few dollars. I'm gonna go ahead and try it out. And I told my wife about it. And she was like, okay, all right, let's see. And so she tried the product, and just the look on her face, you know, basically she was, you know, for 25 years she suffered. And the look on her face when she told me how comfortable it was, how she wasn't having any cramps, and the list goes on, I knew I hit a gold mine. I knew that I was on something that, you know, could benefit her for the, you know, the rest of her life, and my daughter. So my daughter don't have to suffer 25 years with cramps and issues and these toxins in her. And I was like, I can't hold this to myself. If I know something that can help somebody, I'm going to tell them, you know, I'm going to show them. And so that's why you see me in front of this camera. And I'm telling everybody. And yes, I be getting the nose up sometimes. I get the hey, I don't want to be bothered, or no, that don't affect me. But I keep pushing on because I know there is someone out there that I can reach that's gonna say, yes, I know someone. Yes, I need this help. And if I can help anybody, any girl, any woman to quit suffering, it is worth my while. So I'll drive the distance. I'll get the rejection, but I know that the world needs to know this. So that's my main reason why I do this campaign and stuff. But Tina, you had what? And
said it.
yeah, you know, she connected to me with hit the hip. So, you know, we both on the same page about that. But if anybody else have anything to say, you can speak now, because we definitely have an air. I don't. Okay. So I think that's it. You know, I appreciate everyone for your time. I appreciate everyone for your thoughts and comments. And really, we are at the forefront with this campaign. We're the pioneers. We're the one that's going to take the bullets head on first. We're the one going to fall into the booby traps. You know, we're paving the way for the next generation to come by, and, you know, it to be a lot easier. And so it's hard work and dedication. Some people have fell off because, how Amari said, that they get the guts taken out of them. They don't never put them back in.
Gotta put them back in, people.
Gotta put them back in, man. Gotta put them back in.
Hold them in and keep on moving.
Right. Exactly. So, you know, we appreciate your effort, and this definitely won't be the last meeting. Yeah, I appreciate that. So the events coming up, we in partner with Thomas at his shop. We're going to be doing a fabulous flow party on Tuesday, every Tuesday this month, from 5 to 6 o'clock. So if you're in the South Carolina area, you can get with us, contact us, and we can give you some more information. We have posts out there too. And also Wednesday from 7 to 8, we're going to be interviewing Dr. Tyrone Malloy. He's going to be a guest speaker. He's a OBGYN, and he's very passionate like everyone else is in this room. And so we definitely want to tune in for that. We have posts out that you can go to, and also you can inbox us and we give you the information. Does anybody else have any events coming up that you would like to share? Anybody? Latigia, I know you have the skating ring and the sip and
Red Lips and Sip.
Yeah, something like that coming up. I know she had the skating ring at the end of the month and stuff. But you know, let me see what this chat says. Stacy said, "Thank you for allowing me to share." No problem.
Yeah.
So that's basically it.
It kind of changed because it was just everybody on the campaign.
Yeah. We thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. And we'll see you next time. Peace out. Bye.